Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another Halloween special. It is Halloween, so I have a surprise for you guys. Not really so much of a surprise, but finally another volume manga review. This is going to be on Imperfect Girl, and this is a series that I picked up the first volume a while back already, and I reviewed it already on my channel, and I'll make sure to tag it at the end of this video. But it's an interesting story. We have an imprisonment guy who's a writer, calls himself I the entire time, and he's imprisoned by this little girl who he calls just U, the letter U, not Y-O-U. And it's basically in the first volume, he is imprisoned by this little girl in a closet, and now he's stuck in a situation where he's kidnapped by this little girl. Now, before I continue with my review for the second volume, few things. If you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. Also, if you haven't seen my other Halloween special, that you guys can see it. I posted it this morning, and then also there will be some spoiler alert for volume 2, so we'll talk about it a little bit. So I won't spoil too much about it because the whole story really is psychological more than anything. It's suspense as well, but the guy himself, the writer, he's stuck in this closet. He's trying to figure out how he's going to do with going to the restroom. What he needs to do with the fact that he's locked up in this space and he can go crazy. So eventually he figures out that the door can easily come off the hinges and he can just get out whenever he wants. So one day when she's at school, he gets out and sees the house. And the house itself is a mess. I mean, his question is, where are her parents? Why is she alone? He goes into the fridge, says, I'm hungry, I want to get something to eat. Goes to the fridge, it's an empty fridge. Now, this is a big part of the second volume, just the food itself, because he contemplates of what's going on. The girl comes from school and gives him a whole lunch bag of food, so he's thinking, and he finally realizes what's going on, is that she is giving him the only source of food that she has a day. So he comes up with an idea of trying to talk her into buying groceries for themselves with somebody that he has in his wallet. So he gives money to her and encourages her to go get some food. And after a while, he convinces her that it's okay for her to eat his food. But there's a lot of questions that come up with the second volume. First is that she has scars. Where do those scars come from? Secondly, why is this girl so not moved by the death of her friend that happened in the first volume, as well as the fact that she's lonely? Third of all, where are her parents? Fourth of all, why is the house that messy? Up to what he knows, it's been only 12 days, at least what he thinks, when she's been lonely. And then the last point that we want to figure out is what is in the notebook that she treasures so much. And I think the series only has 3 volumes, to be honest. So the third volume will reveal the answers, I guess, of all of our questions, and we'll be able to know what's going on with this girl. In the first volume, we know that the writer actually does escape eventually, and because of this reason, he becomes a better writer and writes books that sell. But what's going on? So it's not so much of a horror, but very suspenseful and psychological of a manga, and it's a great series if you guys just want to get into a small twist of mind of what's going on in this little girl's mind. And we still have one more volume to go. I bought it already, so I'm ready to read it for you guys, and I'll review it whenever I have a chance to review a manga again for you guys. But this is my Halloween special manga review for you guys, and I hope you appreciate it. I think out of 10, I'm going to give it an 8. I think it deserves it for now, and we'll see what happens in volume 3. If you haven't done so, guys, leave a comment below on what you think, what the manga is looking like, and also if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. I would love and appreciate that. Thank you so much for all those who already support me and give me all that love already. And guys, with nothing else to say, don't be strangers.